Most people trying to make money online aren't failing because they're lazy. They're failing because they're juggling 10 different tools that aren't communicating with each other. One for courses, one for emails, one for payment processing, one for their website, one for their digital products. And before they've even made their first dollar, they're already completely overwhelmed. And the worst part, each and every single one of these tools are charging you monthly. So instead of building a business, you're actually just stacking expenses. What if I told you you could run your entire business all on one platform? No confusion, no tech headaches, no piecing a million different things together. In this video, I'm going to break down the 7 key features in Vonza to help you build a profitable and successful digital business. But before I show you inside of the Vonza platform, we need to go over why each of these tools are so important, because this is what turns a random idea into real income. First is digital products. This is the foundation of everything, because if you don't have a product to sell, you don't have a business. Digital products let you create something once and sell it over and over and over again, with no inventory and no shipping. The next are funnels. Funnels are what turn attention into sales. Without it, people show up and leave, but with it, people show up and they're given a step-by-step guide. This helps turn them from interested to trusted into buying the product. And this is where you have sequences, and this is actually where a lot of people lose money. Because let's be real, not everybody's gonna buy the first time. So sequences help you automatically follow up and help build trust. This helps bring people back into your offer and hopefully turn them into a buyer. Now the fourth thing is gonna be Omni and the AI digital community builder. So instead of spending hours creating something and spending hours making sure it looks professional and it's good to go and making sure you can get it published, AI agents built in within Vonza will get you a community built within seconds that you can then start charging monthly revenue for, and an ebook within seconds that you can then start charging for, and an ebook within seconds that you can publish and set a price for and start selling. So it really just comes down to not overthinking and just executing. And the next is going to be CRM. And this is how you're going to actually keep track of people. This is how you're going to keep track of who bought stuff, who was not interested at all, do not contact them again, who was interested, didn't end up buying, and we should probably follow up, who said they bought something, didn't end up checking out, maybe there was a payment issue, maybe they forgot, so you probably want to follow up with them. Number 6 is going to be landing pages. This is your first impression. This is what grabs the buyer's attention within the first few seconds and is crucial. A strong landing page turns visitors into leads, and a weak one loses them instantly. And finally, number 7 is going to be automations. This is what makes everything fun, because instead of you manually doing everything, you can sit back and let your business run in the background while you make money online. Emails go out automatically, sales get processed automatically, and this is how you make money without getting burned out quick. So now that you understand how all these tools fit together, let's get inside Vonza, and I'm going to show you how you can use all these tools to benefit you in your online business. First thing we'll go over here are the digital products. As we said, you'll find that under commerce and products. So you have digital products, and you can also have physical products here on Vonza. So if you wanted to add a product, you can also filter it. Here's all your digital products right here. So if we want to add a digital product, we simply just hit add product, click digital, and then we can name this test run, or well, let's name it digital, cool, digital cookbook right here. Digital cookbook, put the subtitle as the same thing, and we'll charge $90 for it. And then if we don't have an image, we can hit pixels right here, and we can do cookbook. And then let's do this one. I like this one right here. So let's do cookbook right there. Now we have an image. We'll hit save. And then here is where all your info can be. You can throw it on any website that you already have. So I'll throw it on that cookbook one. Here you can add your category. Let's do coaches, digital cookbook right there. Here's where you can add any promotional videos if you'd like, or photos. Here's where you can see all of your URLs, SEO stuff. Here's where you can see your settings. Mark it as featured right here. Enable reviews, make the product private, do coupons. You can also make this digital product limited if you wanted. You can select the number of downloads. You can make only 10 available and charge like $1,000 if you want to make it limited, or you can make a ton of them be available and make as many people download it as you would like. There you go. And then in the highlights over here is where we can add any key stuffs, like any highlights. So learn the best food for lunch at work. Meal prep. Cool. And then we can just like add the highlight. If you got any images right here as well, you can click here, add some images. They will go right here as well. So you can see all your highlights. If you have any promotional images that you wanted to add in here, you can add them right here as well. So here we can view. Should I top it up? There we go. Here we can view our photo that we added earlier. We can also add more if we want. If we have any photos from our own device, we simply just click that box right there and throw it in the Dropbox. And here is going to be your downloadable content. So this is where you're going to actually put your cookbook. So you'll have it downloaded already. Just say that this is your cookbook right here. You'll hit upload. Now this is going to be your downloadable content. You can add as much downloadable content there as you'd like. You'll find all your customers here. You can email them, even AI generate an email if you wanted to. Here's where you can find all your analytics. You can see geographical information on all your customers. When you scroll down a little bit more, you can also see the reviews on the page as well. And affiliates are going to be a great way for beginners to scale, guys. You can give affiliate codes out to people and give them a commission on each sale, say 5 to 20%. You can even go higher if you wanted. You can go lower if you wanted. It's completely up to you. And you can give them a little piece of the pie while you get a piece of the pie and they sell your product for you. And then now let's go over the funnels. We'll find that under marketing. We'll go over to funnels right here. And here's where you're going to be able to find all your funnels if you've already made some. You hit build new funnel at the top right. We'll say test run funnel. Put that right here. We'll do a lead funnel or a checkout funnel. Let's do a checkout funnel right here. And then we'll hit save. And then we'll have templates that we can choose from right here that will be like pre-filled out for us. Let's say we want to do this one. So we'll just select this template, choose this template. Now we have a template already ready to go for us. Here's going to be all your details for it right here. So your description, if you want to throw it on any of your websites that you already have right there, you can add a description for it as well if you would like. Here's going to be the URL. You can also change the back end of the URL if you want right here. You can, name it whatever you want. Cookbook. If we were selling the cookbook, we can name the back end of the URL whatever you want right there. And then here's going to be your steps. You can add steps if you want. So if I wanted to throw an upsell in there, just throw an upsell. If I wanted to take it out, I can just take it out. Oh, I'm sorry, I switched it around. That's how you do that. And then the stats. This is where you're going to be able to see your checkouts, your upsells, and thank yous. Your automation. You can add automation right here on the funnel. So you can do the title right here. We'll just do test run auto label, call it person, action, checkout. Let's do checkout message. We'll send it after 1 day. We'll say congratulations. Yep. We'll call it testing. We'll say congratulations. Oh, congratulations. And then you can type like a message out right here for the automation after they check out, like after a day. If they check out, we probably want to do like an hour after, and then you'd hit save, and then boom, now you got an automation. Now after someone buys something, you don't have to text them automatically, thank you for buying it. It's automated for you right there. And here's where you're gonna be able to check your customers. Same thing again. You can do emails with AI right there. Here's where you're gonna be able to see all your leads with your CRM. Here's where you're gonna be able to see all your analytics, page reviews, and affiliates right here. And then to find the sequences, we're actually going to go down to scale, go to sequences, and then here's where you're going to be able to see all your sequences. So let's add a new one real quick. Sequence. So here's the sequence right here. We can add an email or a newsletter if we have newsletters all ready to go. So let's add a newsletter. Let's throw this newsletter on there, save. So the newsletter is going to send right after that. We can edit this if we want to as well. We can do like test run, blah, blah, blah. The email, save. Now that's right there. And then we can do like another email if we wanted to, and then we can edit the email, have it say whatever we want. So that's going to be your email sequences right there. A lot of people might think that you'll find it right under the email, but you're going to have to go down to scale right here. Sequences are going to be right there. So you can add like welcome emails, value offers in there, etc. And then we will find Omni over in AI agents right here. Omni is going to be able to make us ebooks. All we do is give Omni an idea, and Omni will literally make us the ebooks. So we just click use agent right here at the bottom. Now, once we're in with Omni, we just give it an idea. make me a ebook about powerlifting for men. Give them the prompt. And within minutes, Omni will generate you an ebook that you can then download right there and you can publish it right here. Set your price. Let's say 120. You could make it free as well if you want. And then boom, you'll just hit publish. All right, and then we'll be prompted to this page right here where we can edit our title if we wanted to. We can have a subtitle if we wanted to, add a category if we wanted to right here, edit our price. Here's going to be a website if we want to throw it on any of our websites we want, and then you can add your description right there. Here's going to be your branding. You can throw a promotional video, promotional picture in there, your SEO. You can edit the back end of your URL right here if you wanted to. Here's going to be your settings. You can make this product featured, enable rating reviews, make it private, hide coupons if you want. You can also disable all these options. And then you can make a limit to how many downloads you actually want. So if you wanted to make the product a little limited and a little more expensive, you could do that. Or if you wanted to make a ton of them available, you could do that. And then over here at the highlights, there's just going to be important highlights and features about your products. You can write a little description about it and then upload some content for it too if you wanted to, just like that. Upload that. And then they will both be available onto the right here. There you go. And then if we wanted to add the text right there we go. Just like that. You got to do it one at a time. And then the images right here, we can add any images that we want, just like this. Promotional images. So there's our promotional image that we chose. This is actually going to be what Omni made for us. So Omni will make you one. And then if you have one yourself, you can just upload it. If you don't have one, you can, search a prompt right here, fitness coach. We can find one right here as well, upload that. If we have one, just drag and drop it, or we can use whatever one Omni made for us as well. And then here's where you're going to be dragging and dropping your content for people to download. Here is our ebook that Omni already made for us right here, completely laid out, filled out, professionally made, published, and ready to go. And we can add more content if we wanted to as well. Here's where you can see all your customers, send emails to them as well, just like all the other ones. Analytics, same thing as the other ones that we've already been over. Affiliates, same thing as the other ones that we've already been over as well. And then next, we're going to get into the CRM right here. You're going to find that under marketing. So this is where you're going to be able to find all of your CRMs that you've already made. If you want to add CRM, you'll just go top right, hit add CRM. And then right here, you can just have lead, opportunity, do not contact, won, lost. If you want to edit the names of these, you can edit the names of these. So maybe instead of opportunities, it's like showed interest, follow up. So we'll follow up with these people, add description. You can add a description there if you want as well. You can have like a do not contact, or maybe you want to change the color of it. You can change the color of it right there as well. Or if you wanted to add whatever to it, you can add. So here's where you can add users right here. You can search your users, add it to the category. So if you got a lead, you know where your leads are, people who haven't bought, people who do not contact, etc. You can edit all this right here. From dollar amount to the stage to the note, and that's where you're going to be able to manage your CRM right here. And then your landing pages you'll find under builder. You'll go over to landing pages, and then you can find my pages or make a new one. We'll make a new one, and then you can see right here, link in bio, business, marketing, education, coaching. So we'll do one for business. You can select one that's already made, then just say choose template. We'll just call it test run for now. There we go. We'll select this template, choose this template, and I guess we'll use that name. Failure to use the platform already present. Test run. There we go. We could use that name. We'd already used those names already. There we go. So now we've made it up just like that. It has all this pictures, all these texts already filled out. We can go ahead and edit whatever we want right here into them. Do whatever we want right here. Best fitness plan. And then if we wanted to edit like the picture right here, we could upload an image. We could, search right here and choose one if we wanted to. Fitness coach. add a fitness coach picture in there if we want, but then say I wanted to like just add a picture of myself or something, go over here, upload, then hit save. Now I'm right there. Cool. And then we can go hero header. We can find one with buttons right here. So this one, it has buttons right here. And then you can also edit the settings right here. You can add the title if you want, edit that. You can edit the URL, or I'm sorry, the meta description, the meta keywords right here. Just hit save when you're done so you make sure that it saves. And then you can add sections, delete sections if you wanted to. You can move them around, click and drag, edit this however you want to. So you can replace all the pictures and replace all the text, replace the background colors as you please. And then now we're going to head back over to the scale section and go down to automations. We'll add a new automation for this. So this is just where, you'll add a trigger. So let's say someone purchases a product. Let's do the powerlifting masterclass. Then we'll add an action. If they purchase that, then let's say that we gift them product. We'll gift them the retail arbitrage blueprint. And then we just hit save, and then boom. Now that action's added. That's completely automated. We don't even have to do anything. That's going to happen every single time. For example, we can do another one. So let's say someone enrolls in a course. So we don't have any courses on this account. Let's say someone schedules a meeting with us. Let's say someone schedules a 30-minute strategy meeting. We could add them to a list, just like this. We could add them to the general right there, and then end event. So all of this is going to be automated now, and then you won't have to do any of it. That's how simple it is with setting up the automations. Just if you believe Vonza can help you scale or grow your digital business and help you achieve all your goals, book a 30-minute strategy call with me. We'll go over how Vonza can help you hit all those goals you want to achieve, and book a 30-minute strategy call with me. We'll go over how Vonza can help you hit all those goals you want to achieve and obtain real digital freedom. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.